Well, it appears that the dam is beginning to break over at Fox News as even some of the most, or at least formerly most, ardent Trump supporters on the network are no longer willing to defend Donald Trump's actions. Leading the pack, of course, is Steve Doocy from Fox and Friends, who yesterday spoke with GOP rising star Republican Governor Kristi Noem of South Dakota, where he kind of had to put her at her place about the whole Mar-a-Lago document thing. So this is what happened. Here is the exchange. Peter Doocy going just scorched earth against Donald Trump. Take a look.
Well, ultimately, it comes down to why did he have all that secret stuff at Mar-a-Lago? You know, I know his team has said that they declassified it, but that's news to the agencies that those documents belong to. And Governor, he had apparently 3 classified documents in his desk. And then the stuff, as Brian detailed on the floor, it shows 5 yellow folders marked top secret and another one that says secret SCI, which means sensitive compartmentalized information. Those are the biggest secrets in the world. Why would he, and apparently the former president went through them in January, why wouldn't he say, oh, you know what? I really need to turn that back over. Why did he have all that stuff at Mar-a-Lago?
Well, that's why I think it's important that this is transparent and that we do have someone who's outside of the DOJ looking at this and talking to people. What is this information? We don't know what was in there. We don't know. I believe President Trump declassified all this information. Let's find out really what the process is, what is right, what's precedent that other presidents have followed, and make sure that this is done correctly.
Governor, I don't think any president has ever carted off that many documents to their house after they left the presidency.
Well, there was no. Now, I will say this. Kristi Noem, first of all, why even bring her on to talk about this? That's not even her realm of expertise. It didn't happen in her state. So that made no sense right off the top, inviting her on to talk about the Trump scandal. Of course, they're trying to elevate her because she is a rising star. So I know why they had her on. It still just doesn't make any sense. Secondly, even she was a little bit milquetoast with her defense of Donald Trump. Like, well, that's why we should have a special master and just see what happens from there. Like, she wasn't even actually defending Trump either. But it was Doocy there. Steve frickin' Doocy that was going off the rails about how horrible this entire scandal is. And then, of course, at the end of that, I'm sure you see like Brian Kilmeade wants to jump in and start defending Trump because that's what he does, because he thinks he's going to be the next Tucker Carlson on Fox. But Steve Doocy's statements reach a lot of people. Fox and Friends is, of course, the highest rated morning cable news program out there. So when you lose your main host, Steve Doocy, he's no longer on board that Trump train, sitting there asking real questions like a reporter's supposed to do. You know, like they haven't answered why they want these documents. Why did he have them? What was the purpose of all of this? We need those answers, Doocy said. And those are the things he should be saying, right? That's what we want these reporters to do. And he did it on Fox News, live on TV. Noem was a little taken back. I do think the other co-hosts on Fox and Friends were also taken back a bit. But Doocy was absolutely right. That is the heart of all of this, is why did you even have them? What were you going to do with them? We have theories, of course. We have seen people out there, pontificate about what the possibilities could be, but nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows why he had these documents with 100% proof. And that's what needs to be discussed. That's what needs to be explained. And hopefully, of course, that is what the DOJ is going to get to the heart of by the end of all of this. Because his intent, whatever he wanted to do with those, that is the real national security threat. I know what a lot of you out there are thinking. You're thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if you could wear the Ring of Fire logo across your chest? Well, now you can. Just head on over to our Teespring page to find some awesome merch we're offering for our viewers. We have more designs that are going to be added in the near future, so just follow the link in the description or take a peek at the shelf of merchandise under this video. Thanks for watching.